We're going to look at Alaka in college as if, in a sense, he were coming out this year, and perhaps to compare him a little bit to this year's crop of linebackers. The things I like about him are the things I like about linebacker play in general, or that I always have liked. Namely that he is around the football, takes on blocks, he's physical, takes them on with technique, with physicality, can slip blocks, he's a wrap tackler, he's a physical tackler, and I think it's worth considering the possibility that he complements a linebacker in this class very well. Let's say perhaps Kenneth Murray, who does seem to struggle getting off blocks. And to me, the two of them kind of play off of each other very well, just in the abstract. And it's important for me to remind myself that this guy, Alaka, made the football team last year. He was very unheralded coming out, and certainly he went undrafted, but he made the 53 of the Baltimore Ravens as a linebacker. The music below my voice is an original composition. Thanks to everyone who does go and listen to these tunes. If you like these tunes, there is a link in the description box that will take you there. You can download it if you wish, or you can just listen. And you can support this channel by doing so. Thanks very much. Alaka is going to quickly identify this stretch run. He's going to have to work to get ahead of this guard or beat this guard. And he has a knack for getting slipping blocks and getting inside blocks. Watch how low he gets there to the ground. This guard holds him, but watch how he's able to get into the backfield and effectively kind of set the edge inside here and make this back cut inside before he's ready to. You can see the guard kind of raise his hands as if to say, I'm not holding there. But a real instinctive play, and again, he has a knack for getting inside or slipping blocks and making plays. Here's an example of him slipping blocks in the pros, albeit in the preseason. He's going to read these pass sets of the offensive line and then drop a little bit just to kind of wall any receiver that comes across. And then as soon as he sees this little screen, he's off towards 10. And watch him slip these blocks. These guys, he's got two blockers coming his way, and it's really uncanny how he's able to do this. Watch how low he gets, how he's under the arms of this guard. Yeah, he's just below his waist there. Look how low he gets. And he finishes. This guy's a physical, sound tackler. Watch that again. Here he's going to instantly react. This time he's play side on this stretch play. Watch him slip that block. It's interesting. He's trying to get inside to get outside here. But this tackle's coming right at him. The tackle barely helps on the D end. But his job, the tackle's job, is to get Alaka. And he has an understanding, again, of how to get around or through these blocks. Now, he's trying to get outside here, but once the back cuts back, he reads that. It's possible he's reading this tackle too, or this end. Just has enough wherewithal to grab this guy and wrap. Really, really instinctive play. Again, he's beating blocks, and really like what we see here. A lot of confusion in terms of reads potentially in the backfield here. A wide out across the formation. A little bit of a read option look with the quarterback here, a pulling guard, and then a sniffer coming across the formation. Watch him stay home, stay in his gap, kind of shuffle, and once he reads this quarterback keep with two lead blockers, now he's going to move, get around that block. Now watch what happens in the hole here. He's going to take on this tight end. His tight end comes right at him with his lowering his shoulder. Watch him at the last second dip, get underneath this guy to attack his play side shoulder. Bam! Gets off the block. And makes the play. Watch it again. This is an interesting look because this is something I've seen from him more than once, where he'll lose track of a tight end at the line of scrimmage in coverage or a back at times. Just get preoccupied with what's going on in the offensive line and what's happening up front. Here you can see he gets the tight end behind him. I have to believe that's his guy should he come out. But again, he's a little bit overreactive here and loses him. Watch the play, though. Really good length, great length here, real long arms. And you can see he can get up. And he deflects that football. So good play awareness. But we'll see at least one other play where the exact sort of thing happens and he does not make a play. So that's something he needs to work on. Let's watch a few plays versus Ole Miss. He's going to react very quickly to this pulling guard and the tight end to that side, but then find the ball carrier, strip him, tackle him, make a strip, and a turnover there. The first thing he sees, he reacts very quickly. He's getting out on the edge here. He's able to avoid this guard coming at him, but he's also got his eyes in the backfield. He's following the path of the ball carrier. And instead of taking on this edge or this kick out block here, this ball carrier probably thinks he's free and clear. And he doesn't just bring him down, he strips him. Watch it again. Watch how quickly he makes up his mind here. Watch his pursuit. Nobody's going to describe him as having sideline to sideline speed, but watch how quickly he determines this run and watch how he avoids this guard coming out to get him. Again, takes on his play side shoulder, eyes to the back, uses his hands to shed, and then spends himself, makes the play. Watch it again. It would seem he's in a bit of a spiral here. And sure enough, this is a called quarterback keep. Watch him beat the guard with that same kind of dip, and then use his length and his outside arm there to wrap and bring down this quarterback. Ball comes out. Check that out. And who strips that? This guy strips it. But you're seeing a guy that makes plays. He's around the ball. He can get off blocks. He can beat blocks. And he can tackle. This is a big run for Alabama here. It goes just outside Alaka. So we want to see what he does on this play. When I watch him take this guard on, to me the guard is on him in a hurry, but how he takes him on is absolutely textbook. Front foot forward, perfect base right here. And he's perfect position to kind of explode his hips. He gets his hands inside the tackle, same side shoulder, attacking play side of the guard. He's not able to get off that guard. But you can see he pops him. He's not afraid of contact. And as I said, that's exactly how you're supposed to take on a block right there in the hole. In his defense, further in his defense, the A&M line gets washed here. This is his gap. So I think he's doing what he ought to be doing here. Love how he takes this block on. We've had a few young linebackers over the last 2 years. None of them did this. Either with technique or just with wherewithal. This guy's not afraid to come downhill, take on blocks, make hits. And the back does a good job setting this up too. Give the back credit here. He sees that hole. He might be setting Alaka up here a little bit, and then he folds it back. And no help on the outside. Also, the safety's way late. But yeah, this is exactly what you want to see your linebacker do so far as it concerns taking on a block. We alluded to this earlier, but sometimes he'll lose a back or sometimes a tight end at the line of scrimmage that leaks out. And you can see this turns into a big play. Alabama with 2 running backs. I think he just gets confused. The quarterback holds up a long time, and he's just too, I think, centered in on the backfield. He doesn't pick up on where the ball is, and he allows that running back to leak. Here he gets effectively singled up on Henry Ruggs, and that's not going to end that well for him. Yeah, he's in zone there, but it turns into a pattern match, and he's got to realize that. You see him kind of peering in at the backfield and still playing the quarterback or reading the quarterback there. In any case, you're not going to see too many guys in that kind of space fare too well against Henry Ruggs. He does a nice job in zone here. He's probably hooked to flat. This is him, and you're going to see him wall off the inside receiver, kind of go out of your screen for a little bit, and then take away this crossing route. Comes off that seam route and that hook. You can see the quarterback. You're going to see that's Alaka's shadow there. You can see him go off of that cross because Alaka comes down and takes that away. Watch it again. Another nice play in zone against Alabama. I think he's hooked to flat here. Recognizes the screen. Watch the angle he takes too. He's got to cut this under this lineman. Can't get out front, even though that looks like it might be a better angle. He understands exactly what's going on here and how this receiver is going to cut underneath these leaking linemen. Really instinctive play, well read by him. Watch it again.